So we added a drop shadow in the last lecture. Now I want to work on that recommended badge. Keep in mind, in the index.html file, we added that plan annotation class to it. So we can use that, and we can use it by simply using it with the class selector here to assign a style. And the style I want to add to that is, I want to make sure that this actually sits in a white box and therefore has non-white text. And it also should have a tiny drop shadow. Now again, this is a great practice for you. Assign a white background, some green text. Make sure that maybe you add some padding to it, so just that it looks good. And add a drop shadow. You learned how to use it in the last lecture. Here's your chance to pause the video, come up with a style you like, and then I will show you my approach, my solution. So, were you successful? Let's try that together. I'll first of all start with the background, and I'll set it to white, to a solid white color. And of course, you could also use a hex code or an RGB function here. Then I'll assign a text color, and there I want to use that green color, which we also used to highlight our box. So it's the same green as we used as a background color for the highlighted box. Then I will next also add my padding, maybe 8 pixels to all directions to have a little bit more room, more space in that box. Then let's also add a box shadow. And I will just copy the one from up there. I like its look. Let's add it like this, save it, and reload. And that's our recommended badge here on our element. Looks nice in my opinion. Now one thing I will do, and which is of course totally optional, I want to round the corners, and that can be achieved with border-radius. Border radius is simply used by either assigning a different value for each of its sides. So just like margin, you start at the top left, actually top left corner, then top right corner, bottom right, and bottom left. So it goes in the clockwise direction around the box. Or if you want to use the same radius for all corners, you simply set one value. And here I will set all my corners to have a radius of 8 pixels. I don't want to do that on the plan highlighted though, but on the plan annotation. So with that, if I now reload, we see we have this rounded corner here around the recommended badge. Now, this is looking nice in my opinion, so I will leave it like this. The next thing I want to work on are these bullet points. So I want to have my features listed here, but I don't want to have the bullet points. This is something you can also try on your own. Try selecting this list and try working on these bullet points to ensure they look the way you want them to look like.